here. I'm at this parking area. You can see it's been a while since I've been here. It's been a few years. I got a Garmin map. And I made this map trail. When I first came here, wow, what a difference. I'm gonna show you where I'm at. This is the Loyalhanna Gorge. And there's a Sleepy Hollow right down there. I used to walk. What's this saying to me? Oh. I used to walk up from Loyalhanna Gorge when this first went in. I actually blazed this trail. It's gonna be a little tough. I figure it's nice. I even have my Garmin watch I can rely on if I need to. Let's see. Can you all see that? This watch, you have to let it kind of figure itself out. This trail always kicks my butt. It's all uphill. I'll show you exactly what it's like. See that? That's what I'm dealing with. So we're gonna let's give this a shot. Well, I know that people have been using this. It's an old logging trail is what it was. Like if you went back to when I was a kid, so far I've even climbed already in a short amount of time. Back to when I was a kid, this was privately owned and people would drive their Jeep up here and hunt. And even going back further than that, this was a place that they did logging. So a lot of these trails are old logging trails. Wearing these boots, they're not the best boots to wear. If I would have known, I would have worn my Hey Dudes or trail gloves. See already it's about a 50-foot climb just right there. It's been tough for me. I dealt with COVID and I haven't really had a chance to get my lung capacity back. It's why I've been doing stuff, I guess. So I'm coming live to you. I'm gonna walk this together. I might do it in 2 live ones. This is, of course, what I call the Valerie Hills Trail and the Legway Trail. Whether it keeps that name or not, I don't know. According to the map I made, you can follow this. You can download it on all hiking trails. Should be close to the trail leads upward. There's a lot of history in these rocks here. Maybe some of these views across the valley. I like about rocks like this, you can see where every time the rocks moved, look the strata in that rock. Something really cool at the end of this trail. I wanted to show you if I can make my way up. It's tough. It's not. This trail was made for pack mules. It was made to bring trees out. It was not made to be climbed. Men would ride horses up this and so forth. You're starting to see a little view of the other ridge. That's Sinclair Hollow. Go up through there. Next, going towards. Look in here. People kept my blaze going here. Here's where it gets steeper. Wanted to talk today while I'm doing this, while I'm getting out. Posted a video the other day about, I can't remember which place I posted it on because it's been a few days. Man, this is steep. This switchbacks, that's so brutal. This one, for some reason, I think it's the rock or something. But yeah, it hits me today. Emotionally more than physically right here. I needed some peace. Yesterday was rough too. I had 2 zebra finches and I found them both dead. It upset me, but more so than that, it's been a rough week. Friend of the family, I could say his name now, Nick Miller. My mother helped to take care of his dad, had a stroke, and there's some shotgun shells. If people do some hunting in here. What's that? Yeah, it's all white sandstone up in here. Chestnut Ridge is known for it. This is a great example of strata here. Rock there. No, Nick was a great guy. He spent a lot of time talking to my mom and me. More so my mother. But got to know him pretty well the past few years. Got to know the situation. A lot of times, he was like a good friend. I had a neighbor who was next to me that was giving me some problems. I was pretty stressed over it. I remember I was really stressed over it. I had this neighbor call the cops on me, make up stuff because he wanted to widen his driveway and take some of my land. I said, that's not going to happen. And I told him to get off my property. He was friends with the cops. So the cops called me and I said, all I need to do is put a fence up. And I did that. I'm sitting there thinking, asking all these people to help me. Nobody volunteered. All the people I knew were either older or the younger people wanted a lot more money than I could give them. I found myself in a quandary. So Nick said, I'll help. And here's leveling off a little bit. I can take a break. This is brutal. It's brutal because it's not a well-maintained trail. Okay. Can't imagine taking a car up this thing. Tough too when it's 20 degrees and the next day it's 60 in your body. I take a break. I don't push myself. I take time to enjoy my surroundings a little bit as much as I can. You see, it just goes straight up there, and once you get up there, it goes straight. What this is a rock slide of a gorge. I'll get into that in a minute. I want to talk about Nick. You know, Nick is one of those guys that you asked him for help. He had a good heart. He had a good heart with the animals. He helped me put the fence up. We did it all in one day. And really, 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 really grateful for it. Talked at other times. Weren't super close friends, but you know, you appreciate the people like that. He'd take these fits where he'd like fall over. When he's standing up, it was because of a medication. And I guess the other day they found him dead. He fell down a flight of steps. And it dawned on me just how a man in his early 40s, that age, how easy it is to have something like that happen to you. I was devastated, and I still am. I thought, you know, sat there with the guy, heard about his stresses in his life, girl that he liked, all these different things, and got to know him fairly well. My heart, of course, goes out to his family. So I told him about this place. I told him I was one of the few people to really first find this thing. So if this way is a quarry. You keep walking that trail that way, you go towards the quarry. Nick's viewing his day and his funerals tomorrow, so I wanted to do something. Really makes you feel alive, you know. Here's something neat. You see these areas like the gorge. From the road, you don't know that there's cliffs, but I hope this camera captures this. It's not. Basically, right up there. Should be able to see a cliff formation. That's what I hate about coming here with these cameras. All this tree cover, even in the winter. But there's a. Can I get it? There we go. It doesn't want to show me. Go up on top of here. Find that there's all these rocks that have just came down from up above. There's an example. You can see the rock, the strata of the rock, etc. This is all water weathered rock. It's one of the first things you'll notice looking at it. Little rock slide here, and it shows you it was a part of the rock that was resistant to being weathered. A lot more up there. These flatter areas are not natural. These were places where you could take that path there. Get to some staging areas for bringing the logs down the mountain. Nice piece of crystal. That's where a stream comes down through. God. I'm seriously almost out of breath. I'm going to take a minute here. Traveling light today. I'm been on planning too much time here. Very important when you're doing something like this to take breaks. Not just because I'm in my 40s. It does play a factor. Even when I was younger, it was tough. Very cognizant of being human. But my point being is, it's time to enjoy your surroundings. Look around. This rock fall. There you might be able to make out on that far cliff. It's a little hazy today. There you go. Make you sick there. There's a cliff face right here. You see that? There's one up here too. And speaking about the history of this area, when you go up the top, you'll see the rock layers are weathered by water. You wonder, how did that happen? It tells you that this gorge and these mountains means that stream is older than the mountains. When the Allegheny front collided, forming these mountains, there were bigger mountains beyond it. They formed pools like water. Hey, look at that. That's a lot of fun. The switchbacks from here on in is straight up. Anyhow, the Allegheny Plateau formed and it pushed all this up. So it kind of trapped the water, and the water found various different ways around the that ridge. When it did this, it made little tiny ways through, and they eventually wore down as a saw. Now, I don't know if that happened as the mountains formed. It's a slower process, or it happened all at once, but I know that if I see the weathering, so we've cleaned some of this up. This is absolutely brutal. See how steep that is, my friends. Check this other lens. These boots are not the easiest thing to walk in, I'll tell you that. Not by a long shot. I'm gonna ask you all something here. See these things? You want to tell me what kind of tree that is? Tulip poplar? If you guess tulip poplar, you're right. These rocks here. Oh, this is used for that fern. And some of these rocks, you can see grooves cut in them. There's a lifting system for this part because nobody in their right mind would want to walk this. Not a baby about it. I had COVID. I had an injury to my leg a couple of years ago, and I fell out of a tree and broke my back. So it taught me something. It taught me that doing something like this, you gotta take your time. In fact, I haven't climbed this since I broke my back. So if you want to call me, what was that book of mine, the third one, a Ridge Runner? If you want to call me that, today's the day. Break here. It's a very interesting area. This is an artesian well that comes out of the ground here because there's caves up above here. There's some pretty big caves up in here and on the bottom. So there's sandstone, a lot of limestone underneath. Got to go through that. So I'm gonna take a moment, take a breath, just enjoy this beauty for a little bit. I made a promise to myself I wouldn't hustle up here. Keep to it. I will catch you all at the top. I'm gonna go live again when I get up there. Really not a whole lot to see, but I wanted to document a little bit. This is the part of the Loyalhanna Gorge you don't get to see if you're driving. The road is way down there. Trying to cover. Way the hell down there. I'll catch on when I get up there. I don't want to do this one-handed. It's a lot more dangerous. There's a lot of leaves and loose rocks, and yeah.